Hey guys, welcome back to another week of What's for Dinner. We have 4 yummy meals to share with you this week, so if you're in need of some dinner inspiration, stick around and we'll show you what we had for dinner this week. The first meal I'm going to share with you this week is one of our favorite comfort foods, beans and cornbread. You know, some people wake up to love notes. I wake up to this. Just kidding. He was reminding me to soak the beans before he got home from work because I forget everything. So after these had soaked for a few hours, we just added them to a big pot with a carton of chicken broth. We didn't add any salt or pepper, anything like that, because if you add salt too soon, your beans will be rock hard when they're done. We just browned up some pork that we had seasoned with salt and pepper, seasoned salt, garlic and onion powder, and parsley, and added this to the pot of beans when they were halfway through cooking. To this, we also added a little bit of homemade barbecue sauce with some ketchup, seasoned salt, apple cider vinegar, brown sugar, salt and pepper, molasses, onion powder, garlic powder, Worcestershire, and some Tony's seasoning. In total, we cooked the beans for about 5 hours. You could totally do this in your slow cooker if you wanted to. I don't have one right now, so we just do them on the stovetop and they turn out great. This is such a simple comfort food and it's very budget friendly. You can make this any night of the week, and we just serve it up with some cornbread. We just use the Jiffy brand box mix and it turns out great every time.
Are beans your favorite food?
I need it to do.
Use your spoon.
No, I can't.
Why not?
You can.
I can? Okay, I'll help you. Is that good cornbread?
For our next meal, we smoked a pork roast on the grill with some grilled rainbow carrots and cheesy grits with brown gravy. We seasoned our roast with the usual suspects: salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, seasoned salt, Adam's secret seasoning mix, and then we smoked this for about 3 hours. You can use whatever seasoning mix you like. We also seasoned the rainbow carrots with some olive oil, salt and pepper, and parsley. And we put the carrots on the grill about 45 minutes before the roast was finished. We just made some quick brown gravy from a packet, and we're also making these quick 5-minute grits, and we're going to add some cheese to those. So everything is done, all smoked and delicious, and we're ready to eat. And for the next meal, we had some grilled patty melts on fresh baked bread with fries. Adam made the same barbecue sauce he always makes with butter, brown sugar, molasses, onion powder, garlic powder, and ketchup. There's also some apple cider vinegar in there and some of his secret seasoning. This barbecue sauce is so easy to make, and I don't think we'll ever buy the bottled stuff again. He's also making his usual burger sauce with some coarse grained mustard, mayonnaise, and Texas Pete. And then we're going to add in some Monterey Jack cheese and add this to the top of the burgers to melt. So we've got our burgers going, and we also have a quartered onion with some olive oil and salt and pepper. And then we're going to add our bread to the grill once those are almost done. So everything's almost done, and we're just going to add on that burger sauce with the cheese so it can melt and become delicious. My dad actually ended up stopping by, and we had been outside all day with the boys playing, so he's spraying them with the hose while we finished with the grill. And he ended up staying for dinner, which the boys always love. And the final meal was definitely my favorite. We made some fettuccine with homemade Alfredo sauce and shrimp and broccoli. And I'm the only one that likes shrimp, so everybody else had chicken instead. I asked you guys for meal ideas, and 2 people actually said they wanted to see a shrimp dish, so here it is, and I hope you guys enjoy. So this is what we'll be seasoning the chicken and shrimp with, and making the sauce with. We have some evaporated milk, some seasoned salt, onion powder, oregano, basil leaves, and salt and pepper, and parsley. Adam started off with the chicken. He just cooked it in some butter and added a little of all the spices that I showed you. And once that is done, we'll start cooking the shrimp. We never measure our spices, so I can't give you a measurement, but we just do it to taste, so you can do the same and add what you like. Once the chicken was about done, we started on the Alfredo sauce, and we melted some butter and started adding in some of all of our spices. Then we're going to add in a few tablespoons of flour to make a roux. Once the roux had cooked for a little bit to get rid of that flour taste, we ended up using half and half instead of the evaporated milk, so we just added that in and let it thicken up. After it thickened up a little bit, we added in about a cup of Parmesan cheese. And now we're going to start making our cheddar garlic biscuits. These are a copycat of the ones you can get at Red Lobster. In a bowl, we combine 2 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of sugar, some parsley, and salt and pepper. And then to that, we're going to add 1 cup of milk and 1 stick of melted butter. Once that's all combined, we're going to add 1 cup of shredded cheese. And then we'll just bake these in a 425-degree oven for 10 to 12 minutes. Now that everything else is almost done, we started on the shrimp. We're just using the pre-cooked frozen kind. You can totally use fresh if you want, but these are so much faster and easier. And we're just using the same seasonings we used on the chicken. When the biscuits were done, we topped them with melted butter with parsley. This meal was so delicious, I could totally eat it once a week. It definitely beats a jarred Alfredo sauce. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure to leave a comment below with a meal idea if you want us to try it, or you can send me an email or contact me on Instagram. My information is in the description box below. And if you send us a meal idea and we use it, we'll give you a shout out in the next video. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We make What's for Dinner videos every Sunday.